Okay, let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Brother Jackson, you will read the translation loud from there.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
إذا وقعت الواقعة.
إذا وقعت الواقعة.
ليس لوقعتها.
ليس لوقعتها.
كاذبة.
كاذبة.
خافضة رافعة.
خافضة رافعة.
إذا رجت الأرض.
إذا رجت الأرض.
رجا.
رجا.
وبست الجبال.
وبست الجبال.
بسا.
بسا.
فكانت
فكانت
هباء منبثا.
منبثا.
وكنتم
وكنتم
أزواجا
أزواجا
ثلاثا.
ثلاثة.
فأصحاب الميمنة
فأصحاب الميمنة
ما أصحاب الميمنة.
ما أصحاب الميمنة.
وأصحاب المشأمة
وأصحاب المشأمة
ما أصحاب المشأمة.
ما أصحاب المشأمة.
والسابقون السابقون
والسابقون السابقون
أولئك المقربون
أولئك المقربون
في جنات النعيم.
في جنات النعيم.
ثلة من الأولين
ثلة من الأولين
وقليل من الآخرين.
وقليل من الآخرين.
على
على
سرر موضونة
سرر موضونة
متكئين عليها
متكئين عليها
متقابلين.
متقابلين.
يطوف عليهم
يطوف عليهم
ولدان
ولدان
مخلدون
مخلدون
بأكواب وأباريق
بأكواب وأباريق
وكأس
وكأس
من معين.
من معين.
لا يصدعون
لا يصدعون
عنها
عنها
ولا ينزفون.
ولا ينزفون.
وفاكهة مما
وفاكهة مما
يتخيرون.
يتخيرون.
ولحم
ولحم
طير مما
طير مما
يشتهون.
يشتهون.
وحور عين
وحور عين
كأمثال اللؤلؤ المكنون.
كأمثال اللؤلؤ المكنون.
جزاء بما
جزاء بما
كانوا يعملون.
كانوا يعملون.
لا يسمعون
لا يسمعون
فيها
فيها
لغوا ولا تأثيما
لغوا ولا تأثيما
إلا قيلا
إلا قيلا
سلاما سلاما.
سلاما سلاما.
وأصحاب اليمين
وأصحاب اليمين
ما أصحاب اليمين. Keston Jackson to read the translation louder, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
They have their own halaqa.
When the inevitable event will come to pass, no one will be able to deny its coming. Then some shall be abased and some exalted. The earth shall be shaken with a terrible shake, and the mountains shall be made to crumble with awful crumbling, and shall become like scattered dust. Then you shall be divided into three groups. Those on the right hand, how blessed shall be the people of the right hand. Those on the left hand, how damned shall be the people of the left hand, and foremost shall be the foremost. They will be nearest to Allah in the gardens of bliss. Most of them will be from the former, and a few from the latter generations. They shall have the jeweled couches reclining on them, facing each other, and they will be served by the eternal use, with goblets, beakers, and cups of pure wine, which will neither pain their heads nor take away their senses. They shall have fruits of their own choice, and flesh of fowls that they may desire, and beautiful, large-eyed heiresses, as lovely as well-guarded pearls, as a reward for the good deeds that they had done. There they shall not hear any vain talk nor sinful words, but only the greetings of peace. Peace be upon you, peace be upon you. Those of the right hand, who shall be those on the right hand, they shall be among the thornless low trees, clusters of bananas, extended thick shades, constantly flowing water, abundant fruits of unforbidden, never-ending supply, and will be reclining on high-raised couches. We shall create their wives of special creation and make them virgins, beloved by natural equal in age for those of the right hand.
MashaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen, was salatu was salamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen, Habibina wa Habib Rabbil Alameen, amma ba'd. Tonight we are starting Surah Al-Waqi'ah. It is one of the surah when Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, I see the color of your hair is becoming gray, means you're getting old, O Messenger of Allah. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, Shayyabatni hudun wal waqi'atu wal mursalatu wa amma yatasa'alun wa idha ash-shamsu kuwirat. Surah Hud, Surah Waqi'ah, Surah Mursalat, Surah Al-Naba, which is Amma Yatasa'alun, and Surah Al-Takwir. These five surah made the color of my hair gray. Means there are the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the day of judgment, Jahannam is mentioned, Jannah is mentioned. So these surah the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would recite. There are some ahadith, but before we go, it was revealed before Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu accepted Islam. Remember when he was going to kill the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and somebody told him, you take care of your sister and your brother-in-law. So he went to their house and they were reciting the Quran. And he started beating his brother-in-law. Then his sister tried to interrupt him to save him. And he hit his sister and she was bleeding from his head, from her head. And she told him, no matter what you do, we are not going to do it. Show it. We are not coming back. Then he asked, show me what you were reciting, what you were reading. And they were reciting Surah Taha. Okay. And then his sister told him, go and take a shower, you are not clean. And she used the word, it is from the last section, لا يمسه إلا طاهر. The Quranic ayah, لا يمسه إلا المطهرون. So she said, no one should touch unless they are pure and clean. And then he went and cleaned himself, and then he said, and accepted Islam. So this surah was revealed. It was before the hijrah to Abyssinia, to Habasha. This surah was revealed.
So this surah was the one which he read.
No, Taha.
Taha.
Taha. But this, the word she used it from the Quran, لا يمسه إلا طاهر. This Quran should not be touched by a pure, except by a pure person. And we will talk in detail, inshallah, in the last section. And there are some ahadith about, there are weak ahadith, but the ulama, they agreed even it is a weak hadith. Once Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala was sick, and he was visited by Uthman ibn Affan. And he was sick, and this was his last sickness, and from that disease he passed away. So Uthman ibn Affan, he visited him and he asked him, "Ma tashtaki?" What do you complain? He says, "Dhunubi," my sins. Subhanallah. Who's saying this? Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, a great companion. He said, "Dhunubi." So he asked him, "Wama tashtahi?" He says, "Rahmat Rabbi." I desire for the mercy of my Lord. Then he said, "Should I send some money, something from Baytul Mal, from the treasure of Baytul Mal of the believers?" He said, "Ana ma hajata li." I don't need it. Then he said, "Should I send something for your daughters? You have daughters, they will use." He said, "I taught them, I heard from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that whoever recites Surah Al-Waqi'ah at night time, they will not face poverty." Subhanallah. That's why there are those 2-3 ahadith, weak ahadith, Allahu A'lam, authenticity of those ahadith. But there are brothers who do practice of this surah, reading, then if you ask them, they never complain of poverty. And maybe yes, is one of them. It's true, alhamdulillah, those who recite, they're not getting loan from other people. If they loan from time being, but they are able to return it very quickly. So it is, in other words, we have life insurance, subhanAllah, you see, in the words, in today's word. And try, read this Quran. And there are, even it is a weak hadith, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about the food, the water, the fire you burn, all these things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, who are providing them? You or I? Allah. So when you person remind this all the time and think about the Jannah and Jahannam, although it is Quran, okay, you read and make a habit of reading every night, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect us. Now come to the tafsir. Also, Waqi'ah, there are more than 40 names of the Day of Judgment. Okay? It is one of the names, just like Al-Waqi'ah, Al-Haqqa. You know, the Arab in their society, whenever the thing is important, if the thing is important, they will give several names. The horse was very good animal. You know, the loin, Al-Asad, has a lot of names. Horse has a lot of names. Pre-Islamic society, the khamr, the wine, the liquor, has 80 names in Arabic. Even in this society, how many names? You see the store, it says liquor, wine, alcohol, and whiskey, this and that. Many names they have. See, because it is important to them. So the Day of Judgment is very important in the Arab society, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasizes a lot. So there are Yawm al-Qiyamah, Yawm al-Akhirah, Yawm al-Hisab, Yawm al-Taghabun, Yawm al-Talaq, Al-Tamma, Al-Haqqa, Al-Qari'ah, you know, all these the names. So one of those names is Al-Waqi'ah. Waqi'ah means when shall occur the inevitable event. Al-Waqi'ah. إِذَا وَقَعَتِ الْوَاقِعَةِ. So when that moment, that sa'ah is going to take place, it's coming. Wuqu', we also use it, something happens. So a time is coming and no one will deny. People nowadays, some people, they are in doubt. You know, قُلْتُمْ إِذَا قِيلَ Mas'a, qultum ma nadri mas'a. Some people, they doubting about the day of judgment. Some people deny it all. And that's why they commit sin. And for them, this to violate the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they say there is no day of judgment. Just imagine, if a person, if there is no day of judgment, so why he should do good things or bad things or whatever? So he will do whatever he likes. Okay? So إذا وقعت الواقعة, some people they deny, بل كذبوا بالساعة. Some people they do not, لا يؤمنون بالآخرة. They do not believe in it. But when it comes, no one will be able to deny the day of judgment. ليس لوقعتها كاذبة. Now, خافضة الرافعة. Look at these words. خافضة, you know the word خافضة and رافعة, opposite. To alleviate something, lowering something or exalting. Rafi'ah, to make something high, raise their status and position. You know, this mist on the day of judgment, the sky will come down, the earth, the mountain, this mist up and down. Also, this is the word you remember, Allah says, وَخْفِضْ جَنَاحَكَ وَخْفِضْ جَنَاحَكَ لِمَنِ اتَّبَعَكَ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Lower your wings to your parents, Allah says. خَفَضَ, you know, وَخْفِض, خَافِضَ mean lowering. So those people who have a high status, rich people, prime minister, president of the countries, having good title, good names, on the day of judgment, what Allah says, they will be the lower people, especially the disbelievers. Why? And in the hadith, especially the mutakabbirun, those who have arrogance in their hearts. On this dunya, they are walking very with arrogance and haughtiness, boastfulness. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they will be like ant. They will be walking on the day of judgment. And people will be walking on them to humiliate them. Khafidaturrah. And those people in this dunya, when they are not in the society, in the community, they are not missed. When they are in the community, they are not recognized. So there are people who are very righteous, but their financial situation or their status and position is not high, but they are very common people or poor people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them very great honor on the day. So the day of judgment is also, you know, to some people, those rich people, good people, in today's terms, good means here financially very set up, they have some status and position, and you know, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, some of them will be sent to the hellfire, you know. Not some of them, if they are disbeliever, Allah will tell them, ذُقْ إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْعَزِيزُ الْكَرِيمُ. Allah send them in the hellfire and tell them, test, you used to be very honorable. So خَافِضَةُ الرَّجَّةِ إِذَا رُجَّتِ الْأَرْضُ رَجَّةً. Now, when the earth, this rajja you also use for zalzala, the earthquake, convulsion. When convulsed shall be the earth in convulsion. You know, when the word is used, it's maf'ul al-mutlaq in Arabic language, like waqa'at al-waqi'a. Now, rujjat al-ardu rajja, bussat al-jibalu bassa. The same word as noun is used again. This is emphasized. Okay? When it means, إِذَا رُجَّتِ الْأَرْضُ رَجَّةً. How many earthquakes took place on this dunya? Many. Okay? In 2005, a big earthquake in Pakistan area, in Kashmir, many people, the whole city were destroyed. You know, but the time is coming when the whole earth will be shaken. And it's not only one part of the world. The whole earth. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم. That zalzala is coming. That is رجت الأرض رجها. It will be shaken with the great shaking. So إذا رجت الأرض رجها وبست الجبال بسا. And the mountain will be crushed. The mountain. in particles. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here many ayat. وَتَكُونُ الْجِبَالُ كَالْعِهْنِ الْمَنْفُوشِ. They will be flying like a very light things, on the day of judgment. But here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will crush it, and فَكَانَتْ هَبَاءً مُنْبَثًّا, a scatter abroad, a dust. This kind haba mumbasa, it is used in Arabic language when you come for Salat Zuhr and Asr. You see here in the masjid or in your house, in the window, the light comes, small light comes, the sunlight, and within that, you see those dust, those particles, they dust, very small pieces. That will be the situation of the day of judgment. Like a saint, very, very small. And Allah uses this word haba, mumbatha, for the good deeds of the disbelievers. Do you know? وَقَدِمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً. Again, the dust. Allah says, the disbeliever, those who have done good deeds, كَرَمَادٍ اشْتَدْ وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَعْمَالُهُمْ كَسَرَابٍ بَقِيعَةٍ. In Surah Ibrahim, Allah says, كَرَمَادٍ اشْتَدَّ, means will not have any value in the sight of Allah. Yes, they have done good things in this dunya, Allah will reward them in this dunya. But in the hereafter, their good deeds is like a sarab. It's like nothing. Dust. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So on the day of judgment, the deeds of the disbeliever will be like a dust. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the mountain crush and make it pieces, particles of dust. وَكُنْتُمْ أَزْوَاجًا ثَلَاثًا. And then you will be divided into 3 categories, 3 groups. Okay? 3 sorts. Now, فَأَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ مَا أَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ. 3 groups. The brother Muhammadu, you asked me this question last week. Now, see. So, فَأَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ مَا أَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ. People of the right hand, and how fortunate those people, lucky people are. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this مَا أَصْحَابُ الْمَشْأَمَةِ. فَأَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ مَا أَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ. What does is ma? Is not questioning. In English language we say, what a beautiful masjid. This word does not mean questioning. You know this English. You guys better than me in English. But you see, what a beautiful writing. What a beautiful building. What a beautiful, this word does not mean. So this is ma ajmal al-jibal. What a beautiful mountain. Ma ajmal al-shajara. Right? See, what a beautiful, this is like a, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He used this word for emphasize plus for this. So for ashabul maymanati ma ashabul maymana. What are the companions of the right? What does it right mean? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned there 3 kind of people. Okay, all the people will be in 3 categories. Divided. There are many groups. Group of munafiqeen, disbeliever, mushrikeen on the day. Many, but all together in 3 categories. Major. And there are ashabul maymana. The word maymana has 2 meanings. Maymana, right hand, and the Arab also use yum. Yum means for power and good people. Whenever they say honor, if a good man comes, they would let him to sit on the right side, and this was an honor and respect and dignity for that person. Okay, to protocol. And even he says, wa yadul yumna. And also we call this, is dime. This is power. They use honor, dignity, they always use. So these people, also another interpretation, that these are the people, Brother Muhammadu, these are the people who, their deeds, their book of deed will be given to them with their right hand. Okay? So they are Ashabul Maymana. Now, you remember when the Prophet ﷺ was ascended to the first heaven and Isra and Mi'raj, he saw Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam When he looks to his right side, he smiles. When he looks to his left side, he cries. So it was explained, look, right side, there are people of Jannah. Crying because we look to the people of hell. Okay? So it says, فَأَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ مَا أَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ. What a beautiful, okay? وَأَصْحَابُ الْمَشْأَمَةِ مَا أَصْحَابُ الْمَشْأَمَةِ. And the companion of the left. This is again, shu'um, we also use this word in Urdu as well. The Arabic also they use for bad luck. Okay? Bad people. People of the left hand, who, in other interpretation, their book of deed will be given to them with their left hand. They are Ashabul Mash'ama. So we have people of the right hand and people of the left hand. Okay? Now, another group number 3 was Sabiqun as-Sabiqun. And the foremost will be the foremost. Subhanallah. As-Sabiqun as-Sabiqun. Ulaika al-Muqarrabun. They are the closest people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will be the one place near to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now you see as-Sabiq. We have Sadiq here. Okay? But the Sadiq. This is Sabiq. Sabiq means, it's also one of the titles of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Okay? Sabiq means number 1. There is a call for a good things. The brother raised his hand. Yes, I. We need that much amount for masjid, for this cause. He says, yes, I. Let's go and help the needy people physically. He says, okay, let's go. Remember, the Prophet ﷺ, he would ask after Fajr, some questions, sometime, small gathering, just like we do. So he would ask, who is fasting? Abu Bakr Siddiq, I'm fasting today. He said, who gives him sadaqah? He said, I give sadaqah. He says, who is the one who's visited a sick person? He says, I. Subhanallah. Who did Qiyamul Layl? He says, I. Anything, he says, this. Umar was sitting there. He said, which kind of person is this? At what time did he give sadaqah? He said, before I come, I found someone in need, I give him sadaqah. And I visited because Abdul Rahman was sick, and I visited him before I come for Fajr. Subhanallah. As-Sabaq. Remember when there was a call for Battle of Uhud. Umar radiallahu ta'ala was thinking that today I will beat Abu Bakr as-Siddiq in competition. He took all of half of his wealth, Umar radiallahu ta'ala, and he came and he gave, and he was so happy that Abu Bakr would not compete with my beat. Abu Bakr came and he brought all of his money and gave it to the Prophet. At that moment, Umar radiallahu ta'ala says, I cannot beat Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Even accepting Islam, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whenever I presented Islam to human being, to people, everyone has to pass for Umar, except Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr is Sabaq. That is Sabiqun as-Sabiqun. Ulaika al-Muqarrabun. Now, there are people on the right side, people on the left side, these people in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ulaika al-Muqarrabun. They will be very close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among us. Now, but it is very difficult. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned to be as-Sabiqun as-Sabiqun. Yes, there are people maybe as-Sabiqun today. But at least Allah make us among Ashabul Maymana. Ulaika al-Muqarrabun. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about first, He mentioned Ashabul Maymana, people of the right, then Ashabul Mash'ama, now people of as-Sabiqun. Okay? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now talk about them. Fi jannatin na'im. In the gardens of bliss. They will be there in the Jannah. Sullatun min al-awwaleen wa qalilun min al-akhirin. A band of the first generation and a few of the later generation. Sulla means group. وَكُنْتُمْ أَزْوَاجًا ثَلَاثًا, you are three. سُلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْأَوَّلِينَ, a good multitude, okay? Multitude, a good number of people from the... Now, different interpretation among the Mufassirin. Several Mufassirin, they say, from Adam alayhi salam to Muhammad, they are Sullatun min al-awwaleen. Wa qalilun min al-akhirin, among the Sabiqun, little from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But the strong opinion are those that every nation, okay, from Adam alayhi salam to Muhammad, every prophet has some companions. Some of them are, every person, there are Sabiqun and there are not Sabiqun. Okay? So, وَقَلِيلٌ مِنَ الْآخِرِينَ. That's the meaning. Now, so the first people, this the Prophet ﷺ says in the hadith, خَيْرَ الْقُرُونِ قَرْنِي ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُم. The best generation or the best century is mine. Then the next one. Then the next one. The Tabi'een and Tabu Tabi'een. Because they were the Sabiqun. Okay? So this is the good interpretation, the good illustration of this ayah.
Rasulullah said the first to enter the Jannah would be my ummah.
Yes, and that's why the Prophet ﷺ says, نَحْنُ الْآخِرُونَ الْأَوَّلُونَ. We are the last to come to this dunya and we will be the first to enter Jannah. And there are many ahadith to support that as well. سُلَّةٌ مِنَ الْأَوَّلِينَ وَقَلِيلٌ مِنَ الْآخِرِينَ. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about those people. They're عَلَى سُرُرٍ مَوْضُونَ, on couches that will be, in the countryside, you have seen those beds. They tie it either with the leather or some plastic rope and this kind. Their beds and their couches, their sofas will be made of gold, and the wire they use for that is also of gold. Ala sururin mawduna. Surur is the plural of sarir. Sarir means bed. And also surur, happiness. The Arab also use this word, subhanallah. So they will be on bed in happiness as well. مُتَّكِئِينَ عَلَيْهَا مُتَقَابِلِينَ. Recline, and they will be sitting there facing one another. It doesn't, you may like someone, so you can watch him, you can sit with him and you can talk. If you don't like a person or if someone don't like you, they will talk to you, but they maybe sit and here, there, one of the side. But on the day of judgment, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned in the Quran, before their entry, there are people who do good things, but they have some problems. Okay? Allah says before they go to the Jannah, we will remove all those bad things in their hearts. وَنَزَعْنَا مَا فِي صُدُورِهِمْ مِنْ غِلٍّ إِخْوَانًا عَلَى سُرُرٍ مُتَقَابِلٍ. If you don't like someone, you don't want to sit in front of him. But if you love someone, you like it. So even in this dunya, you have a problem with someone and both of them are believers. Just imagine among the Sahaba, there Ali radiallahu ta'ala, there was issue in his time. Sayyidina Muawiyah radiallahu, there was issue, fighting among those. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned, وَنَزَعْنَا. And that is one of the dua which is mentioned in the Quran for us to ask Allah. It is in Surah Al-Hashr. رَبَّنَا اغْفِرْ لَنَا وَلِإِخْوَانِنَا الَّذِينَ سَبَقُونَا بِالْإِيمَانِ. Oh Allah, forgive those who went, they died before us. وَلَا تَجْعَلْ فِي قُلُوبِنَا غِلًّا لِلَّذِينَ. This غِل, this will be taken away. And oh Allah, do not make غِل in our hearts. Oh Allah, open our hearts for the people, everyone, to love one another for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when they will be loving one another, مُتَّكِئِينَ عَلَيْهَا مُتَقَابِلِينَ. You see mutaqabil, in front of something. That is, they will be sitting. يَطُوفُ عَلَيْهِمْ وِلْدَانٌ مُخَلَّدٌ. Remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses that young boys, like when we go to the restaurant, a high-class restaurant, when they serve you, okay, you enjoy the food. Somebody is coming and they write your order, they bring you the stuff and you enjoy the food. يَطُوفُ عَلَيْهِمْ on the day of judgment, young people, going around them will be the youth. مُخَلَّدُونَ, they will be staying in the same age forever. They do not getting old. Subhanallah. Because one of the hadith also mentioned that all the people of Jannah, their age will be 33 years. All the people. Remember, inshallah, the ayat is coming. One of the old lady, she came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Rasulullah, make dua for me to be among the people of Jannah. She said, you cannot go to Jannah. She left and she cried. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told the Sahaba, go tell her she will go to Jannah, but Allah will make her virgin and young. Subhanallah. And she was happy. So, يَطُوفُ عَلَيْهِمْ وِلْدَانٌ مُخَلَّدُونَ. They're the handsome boys. It is also one of the hadith. It says that those kids who die or pass away before the purity, and they were not Muslims. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make them as a servant for the people of Jannah on the day of judgment. And they will also enjoy. Okay? يَطُوفُ عَلَيْهِمْ وِلْدَانٌ. And what they will be serving? بِأَكْوَابٍ وَأَبَارِيقٍ وَكَأْسٍ مِّن مَّعِينٍ. Akwab is a plural of cup. There are two kind of cups. One cup you have a handle with it. Like a teacup. The other one is a glass. No handle. Just you get. بِأَكْوَابٍ وَأَبَارِيقٍ. Abariq means jug. With it. وَكَأْسٍ. Ka'sin is a cup full of, this is the Arab they use, full of wine. Min ma'in is used for, it's a spring, but it is used for the wine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the flowing spring, Allah uses this for the wine of the Jannah. Remember, in Jannah, there are, how to describe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, فِيهَا أَنْهَارٌ مِّن مَاءٍ غَيْرِ آسِنٍ وَأَنْهَارٌ مِّن لَبَنٍ لَمْ يَتَغَيَّرْ طَعْمُهُ وَأَنْهَارٌ مِّن خَمْرٍ لَذَّةٍ لِلشَّارِبِينَ وَأَنْهَارٌ مِّن عَسَلٍ مُصَفًّى. There is a river of a pure water. In the water, compared to this dunya, you cannot compare. There will be a river of honey, the river of wine, and the river of milk. This will be there on the day of judgment. So these young people will be serving this. Subhanallah. Now, لا يصدعون عنها ولا ينزفون. Nor headache will be caused on them from it, nor will they be intoxicated. What does it mean? Sada, Arab they use. Sada means headache. They will, today, the side effect of the today's wine. I did not drink, but the Mufassirin have written there. Okay? They say 4 diseases, 5. Vomiting, and headache, urine, and intoxication. People with. Abu Bakr Siddiq never drank, even before Islam. Okay? Ja'far radiallahu ta'ala never drank this. Even before Islam, he was asked. Because Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, because he says it's yudhib al-aql, the aql, the intellectual abilities go. People are drunk and they say things, they don't know what they are saying. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the first stage, He says, don't come to the salah. Because when he came, he was drunk, and he started Surah Al-Kafirun reciting. And he said, أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُ. And Allah says, say, مَا لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُ. I worship what you worship. Because he's drunk, he does not know what he's saying. So, the wine of the Jannah is not like that. It's surur, enjoyment. Enjoy. Subhanallah. لا يصدعون عنها ولا ينزفون. And by the way, Abu Bakr Siddiq, he saw a man, he was drunk, and he used the bathroom, and he was about to eat what he. See, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save the Muslim. There are Muslims who are serving, who are drinking, who are selling, who are buying, who are serving. Even the Prophet ﷺ says, the one who penetrates the grapes with that intention to make a wine from it is haram. And the stages of the wine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. Even in Meccan time, Allah says very briefly in Surah Al-Nahl, Allah says, تَتَّخِذُونَ مِنْهُ سَكَرًا وَرِزْقًا حَسَنًا. From these grapes, you take intoxication and a good food as well. Juice, and you can eat a fresh grape as well. Then the second message, Allah says, they ask you about the khamr, يسألونك عن الخمر والميسر قل فيهما إثم كبير ومنافع للناس وإثمهما أكبر من نفعهما. The sin of the khamr and gambling is more severe than its benefit. This was the second. The third one was Surah An-Nisa. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقربوا الصلاة وأنتم سكارى. O you who believe, when you come to salah, don't come in a state of, when you are drunk, in a state of intoxication. The last time, the fourth time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, O you who believe. Ya ayyuha innama al-khamru wal-maysiru wal-ansabu wal-azlamu rijsum min amali shaitan. These are the work of shaitan. These are dirtiness. Fashtanibu, give up, come back. Because shaitan, innama yuridu shaitan an yuqi'a baynakum al-adawata wal-baghdha في الخمر والميسر ويصدكم عن ذكر الله وعن الصلاة فهل أنتم منتهون? Do you stop? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking. Now, and the hikmah, the wisdom, why it is stage after stage. Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not stop it once? Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, she says, if the Quran was to start with these ahkam, don't commit a zina, don't drink, don't use the riba, interest. No, the Quran did not come. 13 years, then there was only sign, were given. That only Allah says, تَتَّخِذُونَ مِنْهُ سَكَرًا وَرِزْقًا حَسَنًا. But when the mind of people, it was developed, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first part of the Quran, which was revealed, always the aqidah, oneness of Allah, reflect, ponder, tadabbur, tafakkur, all these words Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses there. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you talk about the people of Jannah, the wine of the Jannah, they will not have any kind of headache, no intoxication, but it will be surur, enjoyment after that. وَفَاكِهَةٍ مِمَّا يَتَخَيَّرُونَ. And there will be fruit, and they will choose of them. Even today, when in Ramadan, when there is a tablecloth, you see, a watermelon there, a grape is there, banana is there. Which of the fruit you take first? Mentality. Even in your own house, the one which is good in shape. The rest of, why we don't take the best of first? This is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the varieties will be there, and there will be in their approach, they can easily cut from the tree. Subhanallah. In today's, if someone want to cut the apple or banana or the dates or oranges, if the tree is so high, you cannot reach to there. You say, okay, I'll not eat it this time. Okay, I'll not cut it at this moment. So, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says on the day of judgment, when the people of Jannah, it will be, remember the previous ayah. And by the way, the connection of this surah with the previous surah is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did mention Jahannam and Jannah. Two Jannah. You remember? Last halaqa? Jannatan. There are two Jannah. And Allah mentioned there are good people like Muqarrabun and also another Jannah. وَمِن دُونِهِمَا جَنَّتَانِ. The previous high class, Muqarrabun, and then second class, Ashabul Maymana. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned there. وَفَاكِهَةٍ وَلَحْمِ طَيْرٍ مِمَّا يَشْتَهُونَ. And with the meat of fowls or the birds, whatever they desire. Okay? But this lahm tayr, and I was reading today, I found one of the companions asked, Ya Rasulullah, which kind of bird will be there? So the Prophet ﷺ says, that birds of the Jannah Abu Bakr Siddiq, he asked this question. And he says, Ya Rasulullah, which kind of bird will be that? So he said, in the shape, it will be like a camel. And yes, and usually the meats and the flesh of the birds, it is very easy for digest. Very easy. And it is so tasty. Subhanallah. So the Prophet ﷺ told Abu Bakr as-Siddiq that I hope وَإِنِّي لَأَرْجُو أَن تَكُونَ مِمَّنْ يَأْكُلُ مِنْهَا, and I hope that you will be among those who will eat from them. Subhanallah. وَفَاكِهَةٍ مِمَّا يَتَخَيَّرُونَ. You know, all varieties of even in Surah At-Tur, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the other meat as well. And it is not because of hungry. Okay? It's all just to enjoy. وَحُورٌ عَيْنٌ, and حُورٌ عَيْنٌ. Hur is a special woman on the day of judgment in Jannah. Ayn, attractive, wide eyes. You know, one of the signs of the beauty is a big eyes, wide eyes for the woman. And subhanallah, this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prepared for the true believer. See, this is Allah talk about ulaika al-muqarrabun. So we are discussing today ulaika al-muqarrabun, as-sabiqun as-sabiqun. Now ashab al-maymana is coming. Ka'amsal al-lu'lu' al-maknoon, as the likes of pearls well preserved, maknoon. You see, and even the last section, innahu la-Qur'anun fi kitabim maknoon, is preserved. Lulu, you know, even if you go to the Walmart, where the expensive stuff they are put is not, people cannot touch them. See, they are under glasses. You see why it is under glasses? Because they want to be, it is the one who want to buy. And Allah says these hurul ayn, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has preserved them. Okay? They cannot be seen. لَمْ يَطْمِثْهُنَّ إِنسٌ قَبْلَهُمْ وَلَا جَانٌ. They are never ever touched by any human being, and not touched by any jinn. Not at all. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned, remember last week we have discussed this in detail. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, here كَأَنَّمْ لُؤْلُؤٌ مَكْنُونٌ, like a pearls. So these are preserved, like just like a showcase, you know, and it is for those who are working for that Jannah.
So not even angels have seen it, right? They're all
Allahu Akbar. Angel, those. جَزَاءً بِمَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ, as a reward for what they used to do. The أُولَٰئِكَ الْمُقَرَّبُونَ السَّابِقُونَ السَّابِقُونَ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ فِيهَا لَغْوًا وَلَا تَأْثِيمًا. In Jannah, these people, Allah, we are discussing as-sabiqun. They will hear not there in any vain talk, nor anything causing sin. You know, if the environment, even if you invite someone or in the restaurant, if someone says a bad words, you know, or someone has something in his heart and want to take away in that moment, you come to enjoy your food and invitation, or, you know, and this thing happen. Everything, you know, a good food, a good environment, someone comes and says a bad word, so all the enjoyment will be disturbed. In Jannah, this will not be the case. They will not listen at all. Whatever they used to listen in this dunya, no. In the hereafter, وَلَا تَأْثِمْ إِلَّا قِيلًا سَلَامًا سَلَامًا. Peace and peace. It does not mean, you know, their greeting will be peace too. To say تَحِيَّةٌ فِيهَا سَلَامًا. Many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran. But it's also mean very sound, very good words. Also, Salim is from the word peace, and very, very calm words. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about Ashabul Yamin. You remember what is the difference? Ashabul Maymana and Ashabul Yamin. Many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala repeated that. Ashabul Yamin, the people of the right hand, and we discussed that they are the people whom their book of deeds will be given in their right hand, and they will be on the right side. Protocol, dignity, honor, position, and respect. Ma ashabul yamin, what are the companions of the right hand? Fi sidrin makhzud, fi sidrin makhdud. There will be admitted law trees stripped of thorns. You know, one of the men, he asked the Prophet asked the Shajarat al-Sidr. You know Shajarat al-Sidr? We call berry gadar. Law tree. It's called law tree in English. It has a lot of thorn in this dunya. Little fruit, but thorn a lot. So he said, Ya Rasulullah, what is this tree will be? A lot of thorn with it. He said that Jannah, this tree instead of thorn, it will has more fresh fruit. And that will be more delicious. You cannot compare. Remember, عند سدرة المنتهى, what a special kind of tree is that? You know, after that, عند سدرة, where Prophet ﷺ was taken. After that, Jibreel alayhi salam could not go. Sidratul Muntaha. That's the end. After that, there's the Arsh and the Subhanallah. So that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why you know there is a different kind of honey. The Arab, they love Aslu Sidr. It's kind of black color, but it's very thick. And they like to eat that. And it's also expensive. Fi sidr makhdud. Makhdud is the tree without thorns. Wa talhin mandud. Talh, the Yemeni people, the banana tree they call is talh. Okay? Now, this is also a beautiful tree. You know the beauty of the trees is mandud, a pile one above another. And actually the banana is in Arabic language is mouse, but the tree is called talh. Okay, mouse, banana, subhanallah, special food for ashabul yameen. May Allah make us among them. Wa dhillim mamdud. Dhill mean shade. And the Arab they call the umbrella, what is it called? Midhalla, the same root. Because you get a shade from the sun, you need to cover. So these people will be covered, special shade will be covered. And subhanallah, the Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned the trees, that a rider of the horse for the 1,000 years to just come around that tree. Subhanallah. And he says, in turidun, in shiktum iqra'u dhillim mamdud. If you want, then read this ayah, wa dhillim mamdud. And shade outstretched. Wama'in maskub, water, constant flowing. The water will not stop. Subhanallah. You know the throne of the Bilqis, under her throne, the water was doing. Have you gone somewhere, some houses, very rich people, they have houses and they have some small water, small something. I visited in Karachi, one of the house. Subhanallah. It's in this dunya you feel that what a beautiful place. But on the day in Jannah for Ashabul Maymana, Ashabul Yameen, Wama'in maskub. Maskub means continuously flowing river. Wafakihatin kathira. There will be a lot fruit in abundance. Now, it's not like a fruit of this dunya. Allah says, La maqtu'atin wa la mamnu'ah. What does it mean? Neither cut off, nor out of reach. Now, in 2 days, if you go, there are a guardian. They are covered by fence. You cannot enter. There is a specific times. Now, this is a season for the orange. Then, in this season, there are no orange. Yes, you may have in the store, but not in the lane, on the earth. So, and that for Jannah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, La maqtu'atan wa la mamnu'ah. Nobody can prevent you from that. So it will be in abundance, all this. Wa furushim marfu'ah, and couches elevated. Also this use, the Mufassirin mentioned, this furush is also used for the woman, for hurul ayn. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna anshatna hunna insha'a. You know the word insha'a? You need to try, as I wrote it on the board one day for you. Remember? Insha'Allah. If you write together, it is there. So you see, look into the Quran. What does it mean? So do not write like this, okay? Insha'Allah. Say in separate, then Insha'Allah, because it's different. Don't combine. Insha. So this Insha means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created them in a creation. Just like Rujjatil Ardu Rajja, Insha'nahunna, Ansha'nahunna, Insha. قُلْ هُوَ الَّذِي أَنْشَأَكُمْ.
What ayah is that, Hafsa? Inshallah.
Ayah number 35.
Page number 717 when you write inside.
Okay. So Inna Ansha'nahunna Insha. Allah has created them for you and He preserved them for you. فَجَعَلْنَاهُنَّ أَبْكَارًا, and made them virgin, never used. They will be your wives. Allah has created them, and they will stay young forever. And you will also stay young. You know, a man who came, Ya Rasulullah, how it is possible? How are you a woman? He's the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Every man will have a strength and power for 100 men. Just imagine. And you will even enjoy there. فَجَعَلْنَاهُنَّ أَبْكَارًا. عُرُبًا أَتْرَابًا. You know, yes, subhanallah. عُرُبًا أَتْرَابًا. Belonging of equal age. عُرُبًا. عُرُب is the plural of عُروب. عُروب means a wife who loves her husband from the bottom of her heart. This is like a ishq, mahabba, kathira, too much love. They do not disobey. They will love one another. Especially this kind of woman, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran. It's not like this dunya. This dunya wife, you see.
They don't ask for
You know, last week we were in a convention, a man who says a joke. And he says, a man was walking, suddenly a rock fell down in front of him. And he heard a voice. He says, the car is coming from the other side, so you are protected. So he went, another rock came. And he says, who are you? He said, I am the angel of Hifazah, protection, and to protect you. Your time is not written. So I am here to protect you. And then this man, he said, where were you when I was getting married at the time of my nikah? Where were you? Why you didn't say me? So you see, this is the dunya wife. But the akhirah wife, the jannati wife, subhanallah. The way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala it describes uruban and atraba. You know atraba means same age. Either the women among themselves the same age. Also the word derived from the Torah, you know those young people, kids, they are playing with the mud and dust. They're same age people. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will be loving one another, and also they will be in the same age. And one of the hadith is mentioned, 33 years of their age, all the people.
Musab, you might quickly, you might have heard and read that the Christians object to this, that there will not be sex in Jannah, because sex is only done in dunya to produce children. Why would you have sex and all these things? I said, God has said He means something else, He can give you something else.
No, where is that? That's who has it.
You know, let me show you that hadith, but I didn't go to there. You know, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you know, there is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, especially, listen, here is the hadith. يُعْطَى الْمُؤْمِنُ فِي الْجَنَّةِ قُوَّةَ كَذَا وَكَذَا فِي النِّسَاءِ. In paradise, the believer will be given such and such strength for women. Anas said, I asked, O Messenger of Allah, will one be able to do that? He said, يُعْطَى قُوَّةَ. He will be given the strength of 100 men. Tirmidhi also recorded, it says, the hadith. Abu Hurairah radiallahu said, the Messenger of Allah was asked, O Allah's Messenger, will we have sexual intercourse with our wives in paradise? He sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Inna rajula la yasulu fil yawmi ila mi'ati adra. The men will be able to have sexual intercourse with 100 virgins in one day.
MashaAllah. Can I add something?
So don't listen to this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there are many ahadith. Okay, yeah.
This is for Trimzi.
Huh?
Trimzi.
Yes, Tirmizi and this says Tabrani and As-Saghir, Jami' As-Saghir. You open Tafsir Ibn Kathir, you will see this. Yes.
Also,
Yes, Ibn Kathir has quoted. I quoted from Ibn Kathir. So, Uruban Atrab. So do not listen to the Christian. Listen to Allah. Allah has prepared for you.
no problem.
But this week, this Friday, you talk about those people and say, oh Allah, make us among these people. Next Friday, Halaqa, is Allah talking about Ashab al-Mash'am. A'udhu billah. Na'udhu billah. This Friday, all faces are smiling. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us smiling in their day. Allah said, the last ayah, لِأَصْحَابِ الْيَمِينِ. These were who? Were the people of the right hand. Shall Juma want to say something?
I just want to say something about the whole day.
What Talibu, right? Is it the Amar Nahi, absolute cutoff? Because certain
Yes.
translators in Pakistan, they say this is not a complete cutoff. God only says be away from it. So when God is saying be away, what else you want? They say no, it doesn't say don't.
Even if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says it is haram to you, how many haram they are doing things? If a person does not do it, he will not do it even if it is makruh. Okay? He will avoid. But if a person is doing, he will not take care. And because qulubuhum munkara, he wants to say something.
I just want to say about the whole day. إذا أطلت من السماء أضاءت ما بين السماء والأرض.
Yes. This is hadith week. Last week you were not with us. You were in Kerala, North Carolina. Brother translated that hadith. If they come just something, a drop of the water, if one of the food just look to this dunya, it will be shining, the whole world will be shining. May Allah make us among Ashabul Jannah. صلوا على اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اجعلنا من أصحاب الميمنة. اللهم اجعلنا من أصحاب الميمنة. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. اللهم اجعلنا من أصحاب الجنة. اللهم اجعلنا من أصحاب الجنة. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من عذاب القبر ونعوذ بك من عذاب جهنم ونعوذ بك من فتنة المسيح الدجال ونعوذ بك من فتنة المحيا والممات. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من المأثم والمغرب. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك